Okay, man, 3, 2, and 1. You are.
Very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Kern High Network. I'm a little hot here, Julian. I'm a little not temperature-wise, just voice-wise, right? Oh, that sounds better. Welcome back to the Kern High Network, everybody. I'm Vance Palm, and you are watching live exclusive coverage of the Kern High Network's varsity athletics tonight. We're at Ridgeview High School, and the Wolfpack is welcoming in the BHS Drillers, and this will be a nice game tonight. We're introducing the starters for the Drillers, and already I've got numbers not matching up here, but we'll figure it out. Here comes the Ridgeview Wolfpack starters. Jersey number 1, Cameron James Makabaug. And how about Braylon Heron? And then you've got Malik White, Javari Hayden, and Jamison Powell. So pretty interesting situation tonight. The South Yosemite Valley League matchup between the BHS Drillers and the Ridgeview Wolfpack. I'm joined by our director, my good friend Julian Wilson. So J-Dub and myself, happy to be here tonight. We have a very special halftime guest. He's in the house, and that is Steve Wofford Jr., the iconic Bakersfield High School driller. And if you know BHS athletics, you know my guest is going to be Steve Wofford. Hey, J-Dub, how you doing tonight? Great to see you, buddy.
Vance, I'm doing great. I'm happy to see you, and I am looking forward to this game.
Should be a nice one tonight.
Yes.
Mid to late January, and both coaches, I talked to both coaches, Julian, and I'll get into that as we unfold the game and get it going. We see one of the top assistant coaches from Cal State Bakersfield up. Brandon Barnes is up in the top across the way up there, the son of head coach Rod Barnes. And boy, the Cal State Bakersfield coaching staff's been out in force this week. They've been all over.
And it's good to see them out locally.
They've been all over. Yes. 2 nights ago up at Bakersfield College, and here they are tonight in a big high school game here. Ridgeview Wolfpack in all white in the home jersey, the Bakersfield High School Drillers in all blue. We're about to get started here. Great to have you here on the Kern High Network. Should be a really, really nice game. Mike Martin, the head coach for the Wolfpack, and Isaiah Grayson, former Roadrunner, coaching the Big Blue, and we're off. Drillers win the toss. Sorry, the Wolfpack win it. Oh, almost picked off out there by Damari Miller. Nice pull-up jumper from 10 feet, and it goes. What a nice bucket by Javari Hayden. Hayden with the first 2 of the night. Had a nice discussion with both head coaches, and Isaiah Grayson, Cal State Bakersfield lore, Mike Martin. Does it all. Wow, I love the hustle there. Some great hustle by the Drillers, but a travel. Wow. 3-year-old girl just ran across the court. Careful now. Careful. You see that? Wow, be careful. Cameron Owens. Great pass down low. They put it in. What do they call there? Travel. Okay. I'm trying to get the rhythm of these officials here. I just watched 2 of them call the JV game. They've added a 3rd here for the varsity. Sterling. Owens across the top. Has a look for a second. And Isaiah Grayson, a quick, loud timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. He does not like what he sees or doesn't see. So he's pretty vociferous. I'll tell you what, my notes I picked up from Coach Grayson in the Bakersfield High School drillers, one of the things he brought out right away, he said, hey, Vance, young team. These drillers are young. We have not peaked yet, so it's nice that you're here calling this game tonight for the Kern High Network in mid-January because we're getting closer. So the young coach, big news, he was hired by the drillers to come in and take over for the legend, Greg Bird. How do you take over for a guy like Greg Bird who was there for forever? Arvin Bear, but Grayson's the guy to do it. Also had a great chat with Mike Martin. We'll talk to Mike about his Wolfpack. He said the exact opposite. We're heavy with the seniors and veterans. Zone defense by the Wolfpack, and they didn't get the shot off, so after the heated timeout by Grayson, they didn't get a shot off. 2-0, Ridgeview up. Powell, oh, what a nice move. How about that right there? Nice move, great footwork, lays it up with the left hand. Ridgeview up 4-0. Welcome to the Kern High Network, everybody. Great to have you with us. Vance Palm, Julian Wilson. Oh, a high elbow, yikes. Damari Miller put that elbow, I mean, that was up high right there. That was like up at the Adam's apple high. So he gets called for an easy call on the offensive foul again. Our halftime guest tonight, the iconic Steve Wofford Jr. will be on the mic with us. And, J-Dub, that's maybe one of the rare halftime interviews. I'm going to actually have you take a picture. Yeah, oh, how about this?
And I was going to suggest that, yes.
You'll need to take a still shot of myself and Steve Wofford Jr. There were rumblings that our man Kenny Calvin may roll through here for some of this game tonight. So who's who already? There's some established names here tonight watching this game. A lot of guys I recognize from my years of hoop in the city, and some guys I used to play against and play with, so it's good to see everybody out here. I talked to Mike Martin. I mean, we were trying to talk basketball. He wants to talk golf. He wants to say, hey, look, I played today. I said, well, so did I. Let's play together. He goes, you got it. I said, how's your wallet? He goes, I'm retired. It's good. I said, okay, perfect. 5-0, early 5-0 lead for the Wolfpack. Owens wants to clear everybody out. Speedy Owens being roughed up by Hayden all the way down the floor. Look out, turnover, Wolfpack, and here comes Hayden. Hayden down the far side. Oh, nice look right there. Doesn't get it to go. Rebound by Heron. And Isaiah Grayson leaning on the officials over there. So our high leaper tonight is going to be this young man at the free throw line. One of a couple, but Mike Martin said, Vance, get ready. If this young man right here, Braylon Herring, gets loose, look out. He's going to have a thunder dunk. I want to let all of our viewers know and our listeners, nothing's changed over the last couple of nights. I still have a very, very scratchy throat. It's been bothering me Wednesday night when I was at Liberty High School, and last night calling the Roadrunners on ESPN, and tonight it's still a bit scratchy, so I'll try to keep the coughs to a minimum, but sometimes if it's scratchy, you got to cough. A little bit of partial pressure here by the Wolfpack. Six-0 lead. Drillers have the ball. Sterling up top. Stops at the elbow. Nothing going there. Oh, tried to get a bailout. Shot's going to have to go up soon, but not too soon. That's a nice move right there. Oh, big new, and it's going to be a foul down low, and I think it's going to be on Powell. So Powell will be called for that one. As I mentioned 2 nights ago, Julian's counterpart, Kevin Willie, and I were at Liberty High School, where the game of the week so far, that was a barn burner at the buzzer. The Centennial Golden Hawk ladies beat the Liberty Patriots. Oh, what a nice bucket there by Heron. And it's 8-0 Ridgeview. .507 left in this first quarter. Great to have everybody with us tonight. Kind of a warm, balmy afternoon today. Can't believe it's mid-January sometimes. To the baseline. Back out Olsen takes a look, goes left. Oh, nice defense there by Amari Amy. 10 on the shot clock. It goes up. That looks good. Back of the rim doesn't go. Rebound, the high-flying Heron. At the elbow, stops, pulls up, comes up short. That was Cameron James Makabaug. And what's the call going to be? It's an offensive foul. And a nice job there by Javari Hayden. He stood in there and took it. Again, in talking with Mike Martin, he said, hey, we have a junior, as we mentioned, in Braylon Harriman I've talked about. And he talked about Cameron. We call him JoJo. All right, I may lay that out there. Javari Hayden's who he's talking about. Nice bucket right there. So one of the seniors is Javari Hayden, jersey number 22. Goes by JoJo. It's a 10-0 lead so far. Shot goes up. Does it go? It doesn't. Foul below the bucket, and that's going to be on the Drillers. So the Wolfpack, everything going their way. And it looks like Ridgeview's also coming in with Manjut Diol, jersey number 13. And to the Driller fans and family members out there watching, we have kind of an incomplete roster. Don't have all the names, don't have all the numbers down here. So missing some names and some numbers, but try to get them for you if I can. At the line is Braylon Heron. Back of the rim, doesn't go. Nothing right now, and that's a really unfortunate turnover right there, as Angel Alva, one of the seniors on the team, was going to try to get it over to Cartwright. Cartwright made a cut. The ball was not there, so it's a rough start here for the Drillers. 11-0 Ridgeview Wolfpack. 4-minute mark here left in this first quarter. Oh, that's nice right there. Cartwright goes baseline. He gets pushed by JoJo Hayden. Mike Martin also talked about Malik White. Said, hey, look, we're growing. Even though we're senior heavy, got a lot of senior. Oh, nice pass underneath, and there's the first score for the Drillers. And I do apologize. I do not have a jersey number 10 from Max Preps. Nothing. Apologies. Braylon Heron working the free throw line down to the low block and right back up to the free throw line. We try to get it to him. Oh, what a nice first step. Stripped. And hey, another nice bucket right there by the Drillers. Again, apologies. Max Preps does not have another name for jersey 11. Feel bad about it. Just not much to go off of here. Oh, nice feed to the offense, and up high off the glass is Heron. He can't get it to go. The Drillers trying to put something together here. One-handed pass over to Owens. Can he get it? He can't get it, but a nice rebound down low. Does that go in? It does. So the Drillers starting to mount a little comeback here. 11-6, 6 straight in this first quarter. Nice move, but tough shot. Big rebound down there by Nestor Pardo. And another great job. Look out behind you. Heron ends up with it. 2.5 left here in the first quarter. It's 11-6. The Wolfpack up by 5, but 6 unanswered by the Drillers. Oh, JoJo Hayden doesn't go, though, and here comes Cameron Owens. Speedy, lanky, floats up the teardrop, and it goes. 8 unanswered for the Drillers. Now Coach Mike Martin is up. He's standing down the far end of the sideline, does not like what he sees. Hayden pulls it out, over to Pardo. Nice pass in the corner. Oh, that shot I thought was going to go up by Dale. Oh, and it rolls off. Turnover, Ridgeview. Eight unanswered. Here comes BHS, Cameron Owens. Ball was deflected, no backcourt. 20 seconds on the shot clock. A lot of time here for the Drillers. Oh, look at this. What a nice give and go backdoor. And the Drillers 10 unanswered. It's 11-10, and it was 11-0. BHS responding. Head coach Isaiah Grayson. Well, that early timeout must have meant something. Oh, what a beautiful run by Hayden. Didn't get it to go. And here come the Drillers. They're starting to piece it together here. The shot from deep, that almost went. Another big rebound, and oh, man, all of a sudden, you're telling me the Drillers have the lead, 12-11. What? And a turnover, Ridgeview. I'm looking at Mike Martin, so what's he going to do? He's bringing in Cameron James Makabaug again. Braylon Heron's coming back in. Malik White's coming back in, so he's coming in with his starters again. Said one of the things that we have an opportunity to grow here is we need to play harder. We know BHS, they're getting better, they're longer. He believes they've been kind of overachieving. A lot of contact, no call, rebound, Bryant. Oh, what a beautiful move there. Cameron James Makabaug, and that was a needed bucket. It's back to 13-12 now. It was 11-0, and the Drillers rattled off 12 straight. And now Ridgeview back in the lead by 1. Everybody from Ridgeview wanted to travel. They don't get it. The bucket goes. That's big Joey Wheeler. He's been on that squad a long time. He's a junior. Been playing there, I think, since a freshman. Oh, goodness. Look out. The shot goes up. It won't count. So at the end of the first quarter, how about this? 14-13 BHS. We'll take a very short break, and we'll be back here very shortly on the Kern High Network. Hope you're enjoying your evening.
We all come from different backgrounds and practice different traditions, but we belong to one humanity. At Valley Strong Credit Union, we care deeply about the communities where we live and serve. That's why over the past 80 years, we've donated and invested millions of dollars into various partnerships, nonprofits, and businesses in Kern County. And as we continue to grow, we remain rooted here in our community. Valley Strong. Grow your possibilities.
All right, my man, come on back. And you feeling all right? You got water?
You have some?
I don't have any. I guess I got my water bottle. I'm bringing you back right now, man.
I'm all right.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome back, everybody. Vance Palm alongside Julian Wilson, Kern High Network. It's a 14-13 lead. Does it go? It doesn't. Oh, but the quick putback from 1 foot from Heron doesn't go. Missed opportunity there for the Wolfpack. And how about this look? Does it go? Oh, back of the rim, but a nice big rebound goes back up. Doesn't, and it's going to be possession arrow. It'll go to the Drillers. Second quarter action. Heron has it on the ball. Oh, what a beautiful feed. I like that. What a slick little pass right there from Braylon Heron, the 6'2 junior. He just kind of snuck it around the corner of the defense, and waiting for it was Jamison Powell. Jamison's a big kid, too. Power forward. And there's a nice move. Does that go in? That doesn't as well, but kept alive by Heron. And, man, the Wolfpack finally get an easy bucket. They've missed 3 or 4 right underneath the hoop. Back up to a 1-point lead for Ridgeview. Well, that's nice. Look at those handles. Ball's deflected. Good call by the official. That's Cameron Owens trying to make some stuff happen. And they get the ball down low and fouled, and he will go to the line. Again, apologies to the Driller fans, but incomplete and unfinished rosters don't have all the names of these Driller players. By the way, BJ Veazey's out there, sophomore point guard, jersey number 3 for the Drillers. Some contact there, and they're going to say he was on the sideline. At first I thought there was going to be a foul on Veazey, but no. Stepped on the line. If you're just getting to us in the Kern High Network, you're saying, oh, man, what a game. This is close. 16-15, right on. Well, it was 11-0 Driller. 11-0 Wolfpack. And then the Drillers came roaring back with 12 unanswered points, and now they're up 1 again. And a quick pass and a quick foul, and the Drillers will go to the line again. Nice bucket. (18-15) Drillers lead. Oh, nice pass down low. How about that, Julian? That was beautiful. Cameron James Makabaugh with a killer backdoor quick shuffle pass and up off the glass. That doesn't go for the Drillers, and that was a really good look down low. Let's see if they can do it again. Mike Martin still very pensive, very concerned, hands on his hips, saying, man, we were up big, and now we're down again. In trouble is Hayden, and he gets it off to Malik White. Malik White, nice pass down there, and they were going to try to feed it to Braylon Heron, but it's another turnover from the Wolfpack. And I did talk to Mike, and he said, hey, Vance, we're senior laden. We're heavy. Got a lot of veterans. Goes, doesn't always look like it. Doesn't always look like it.
Well, they started the game looking like a senior laden team.
You're right. The game started off, they were looking like veterans. Now they're not, and he said it can happen. Boy, don't we know that. Into the corner, what a look. And it goes. What a bucket by Davis Olson. Wow. Oh, almost. He got hit on the way up. I think It's going to be on Daryl Cartwright, and it is. And Mike Martin's asking the same question I was going to ask. That sure looked like he was on the way up for a shot, but they're going to say no, on the ground in the process of dribbling to the bucket. Oh, and a lot of turnovers here in this second quarter. Olsen takes another look. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Drillers start to get hot. They're up 7. You got to be kidding me.
What a turnaround.
A 24-6 scoring spree. Oh, and it's a big, big pass. Would have been a backcourt, but just a really bad pass, frankly, all the way down the other side of the floor. And head coach Michael Martin has been on the hardwood a lot of years. Great player in his own right. Official for many, many, many years as well. So he's been around the game his entire life. And right now I think he's pretty discouraged with what he's seeing. And the official's going to call an offensive foul, and that's going to be on Daryl Cartwright pushing off. So Cartwright picks up his second quick foul in a row. So 24-17. Drillers have put on a clinic here in the last 7 or 8 minutes. Look at that shot. That doesn't go, but that's going to be a foul on the Drillers. Just didn't get his feet there, and that's exactly what head coach Isaiah Grayson is saying. Look, get there with your feet first. You got a better opportunity to show the official. These young kids, they'll learn the nuances of showing the officials, hey, look, I'm working down here, ref. I've got my foot cutting off the baseline. I'm making sure they don't go baseline, so I'm taking the charge. And the official will see it and say, you're right, you did cut the baseline off. But if you give an offensive guy the baseline and then you chop down on him while he's got the ball, it might not work out for you. A lot of contact there right down the middle of the floor. Yeah, it's a decent call right there. And I believe it's going to be on Manjot Diol. He just riding the guard all the way down the middle of the floor. Third foul for the Wolfpack. Ball's got to come in, and it does. Oh, wow. And they give it right back to the hot hand himself. Does he get it? He doesn't. Angel Alva can't knock it in. 4 minutes left here in the first half. A 24-19 game. At the elbow, boy, that's a beautiful pop. That was nice, man. He just pulled up right at the elbow, knocked it in. Oh, great ball movement. How about that right there? That's just a great, great, great job of moving that ball around, and Cameron Owens just knocked it in. Pickpocketed him. Turnover. Isaiah Grayson's great, man. He's was a great player for the Roadrunners, and he's so energetic, and he's fired up, and he's alive, and he's wanting to make these Drillers realize you got a nice opportunity here. James Makabal in the corner. That looks good. Oh, just a little bit long, and it's a battle for the rebound. Ends up in the hands of Gio Mosqueda. Ball comes down low to Heron. Heron kicks it back out. There's a look right there. Does that go? Oh, back of the rim. Does not. Rebounded over there by Kevin Sterling. Oh, a wide open look. Doesn't go. Rebound. Drillers roughed up a little bit. No call. How about that? Does that go? It does. Kelvin Sterling. Sterling with the bucket. It's an 8-point lead right now for the Drillers. Foul on the floor. at the line, shooting 2. Javari Hayden. As I told you, Coach Martin says goes by JoJo. He and Cameron James Makabaug are the floor leaders out there. Well, they need all these free throws, that's for sure. 29-22 comes up short. Rebound Drillers, they look down the floor and they get it to Owens. Owens comes up, oh, what a nice move. Cameron Owens with a big, big bucket. And it's now a 9-point lead. How about this? A 17-9 scoring spree that the Drillers are going on. Oh, that's such a smart play, really smart play there. Majo Deol had one of those rebounds where he didn't even really come down with it. He tried to kick it over to his teammate, but his teammate wasn't ready, and that's Gio Mosqueda, and he's going to come out. And now Malik White back in. For the Wolfpack. Under 2 to go, 31-22. Oh, good hustle there by Hayden to get back on transition D, but just too hot to handle, and it kicks out. So we are live at Ridgeview. It's 31-22 varsity boys basketball on Vance Palm with Julian Wilson, and we have 1:53 remaining here in this first half. The Drillers up 33-22. That's where I'm at. Where are you? It's a pretty good run. Nice move there. Shot goes up. Oh, man. He's feeling it. I'll tell you what, Angel Alba is doing reverse spins, and he's casting off. That's a good look right there. That should go in, and it does. Cameron gets a bucket, but the Drillers still up 6. All the way down. Big contact as Kelvin Sterling trying to make it back to an 8-point game. And I see my halftime guest just about to come on over and spend some time with us here in a moment. Steve Wofford Jr. How lucky are we tonight?
How lucky are we? Yes.
And I'm hoping you can get either him on camera or...
We will get whatever you like. It is your show, man. And you know how to put on the show. This is wonderful.
.115 remaining. Does that go? It doesn't. Battle for the ball down low with a lot of effort, and this ball is going to end up back in the Drillers' hands. How about that? Does it go up? It does. It doesn't go. Battle for it underneath it. Another big, strong rebound. They pull it back out. A minute in the game clock, 30 seconds on the shot clock. They've got some time. A kick over to the corner. How about this? It looks good. Nice arc, doesn't go, and there's only one player down the rebound. That's Malik White. Malik White up front gets it off, and it's a nice-looking bucket there to Javari Hayden, so Hayden knocks that one down. Oh, just too much. Javari's going to try to bring his Wolfpack back in. Can you believe this? After all this action, and as much as BHS was up and as much as they were making it happen, oh, what a super smart play that is. Owens takes a look, and they peel it back. 23 seconds left in this second quarter. The Drillers just open it up in the second quarter. They were down 11-0. 11-0. Now they're up 31-27. 12 seconds. The shot's got to go up here soon. Not the best offensive set, and the Drillers really didn't plan that out very well. And it looks like we'll get our first timeout of the evening for the Ridgeview Wolfpack. Mike Martin. Again, if you're just getting with us, welcome to the Current High Network. I'm Vance Palm, Julian Wilson, our director tonight. It started off with the Wolfpack up 11-0, 11-0, and Julie and I were shaking our heads. A lot of turnovers. BHS really careless with the basketball. Isaiah Grayson, the head coach for the Drillers, calls a timeout early in the game, and the entire gymnasium heard him. He was not happy. He was letting his Drillers know he didn't approve of what was going on, and just like that, the switch was flipped. And now it's 31-27 BHS. A couple of Drillers have really come on strong here in this second quarter. Coming up in about 9 seconds once we start the clock. It's going to be our halftime guest, Steve Wofford Jr. Looking forward to that. I've been bugging him to get on the air with me, but Kenny Calvin wants his agent's fee to get him on, so I've got to navigate a lot just to get Steve on the air. Three seconds. Shot's got to go up. It does. Looks good. Oh, rattles in and out, and it doesn't. So it's 31-27. Tell you what we're going to do. A quick break. Just get it settled and get ready for our interview. It's 31-27. Drillers up at the Kern High Network. We'll be right back with Steve Wofford Jr. Okay, buddy. Come on in. You know Julian, don't you? Oh, wow.
How you doing? Nice to meet you. All right? Thank you. You know
Man. This cat right here.
We all come from different backgrounds and practice different traditions, but we belong to one humanity. At Valley Strong Credit Union, we care deeply about the communities where we live and serve. That's why over the past 80 years, we've donated and invested millions of dollars into various partnerships, nonprofits, and businesses in Kern County. And as we continue to grow, we remain rooted here in our community. Valley Strong. Grow your possibilities.
Okay.
We all come from different backgrounds and practice different traditions, but we belong to one humanity. At Valley Strong Credit Union, we care deeply about the communities where we live and serve. That's why over the past 80 years, we've donated and invested millions of dollars into various partnerships, nonprofits, and businesses in Kern County. And as we continue to grow, we remain rooted here in our community. Valley Strong. Grow your possibilities.
Games on the air.
There you go.
Hey, as we get going, make sure you take a shot of us, Julian. As we get going, yeah, make sure you get a live shot. Here we go. You ready? Steve, I have your mic on. You there?
Testing.
Here we go. Steve Wofford Jr. I've been trying to get Steve on the air for a long, long time. Look, he's already done a ton of broadcasting in his career and his life, but now we bring him on. I would say one of my top social networking following guys. I follow pretty much everything he does. Steve, first of all, your thoughts on the first half?
The first half is good. Some sloppy basketball early, but they finally settled in. Both offenses started doing pretty good. Back and forth game. We'll see what the second half in stores.
I talked to Mike Martin, and his notes to me when I was talking to him, he goes, "Vance, we're senior laden. We got a lot of veterans on the team. They don't always play like it." And then I talked to Isaiah. He says the exact opposite. Man, we're young, a lot of young guys. Is that what you saw early in the first half?
That's what they're making a lot of young mistakes right now. But hey, he got them playing pretty hard. He's a grinded out coach. That's what I noticed. This is my first time, getting a chance to see him this year, and I'm liking what I see. He's bringing back some of the old school stuff. So I'm all about getting into the players and making sure that they be fundamentally sound.
I'm going to take that old school reference and use it as a transfer to our next segue here. Life as a driller. There are driller legends, and then there are driller icons. I advertise you as a driller icon, record-setting running back, went on to do some great things after Bakersfield High School, but when people think of BHS drillers, you're one of the top shelf guys they think of. We don't have all night, but I'd like you to spend a couple minutes talking about life as a driller for you, what it meant then and what it means now.
What it meant then, I can remember going into my ninth grade year, being able to go out there and watch, people like Lance Gary, James Allison, Brian Adams.
Wow.
And I can remember some Saturdays, me and my buddies would go up to Bakersfield High School. We lived way, off of Cottonwood and Hacienda, and we would ride our bikes up to Bakersfield High School just so we could go out there and act like I was James Allison on the football field. I would study his moves every weekend. That's back when the VHSs were in. So, I actually got some videos from him on Hometown Sports. And then, I would go out there and try to master the moves and be able to implement them in my game. And as far as you said now?
Yeah, what's it mean now? to look back as a driller and your involvement in the community, and you've got young guys, you've got nephews playing, you've got all your buddies' kids playing. I know what you do and I see what you do in the community. What's it like to carry that driller legacy around?
You know, I really don't know how to feel about it. You know, I just take it, you know, I get a lot of people that, you know, talk to me, come up to me and ask me questions, and, you know, I just try to be like a sponge to everybody and try to teach them everything that I learned, you know, over the years throughout going to Bakersfield High School, and also, you know, when I got to college. So when I'm training my kids, which is what I currently do now, you know, I try to implement everything that I taught, you know, as just as basic as possible, making sure we stay fundamentally sound, because I see a lot of kids now, not a lot of them are fundamentally sound. So, you know,
makes a big difference.
It makes a huge difference. You know, just the little things that I see running backs and stuff do, you know, as far as receivers too, same thing. You know, just getting back to the basics. That's what I think we need to do.
Speaking with Steve Wofford Jr., there's some legislation taking place in Sacramento that's trying to knock out youth football, but Governor Gavin Newsom stepped in 2 days ago and vetoed it and said, no, I think it's important. I think it's a very important part of our youth to play football, to get hit, to tackle, to score touchdowns, to have the cheerleaders out there. Your thoughts?
I think that's a great move by Governor Newsom. I'm behind him 100% on that. You know, we can't get too far behind, you know, like you said, you know, trying to teach kids how to tackle and stuff after the age of 12. You know, we'll be behind the 8 ball, especially with everything that's going on with the, you know, high schools going in, you know, being able to get scholarships and move forward later on in football. We have to learn all that as much as we can. We can't have, you know, 4 years where we're not learning anything. You know, you can't learn that and then be able to go and play, you know, sound football once you get into high school and junior high school.
Great insight. Speaking with Steve Wofford Jr. Okay, a couple years ago, I'm up top of Griffith Stadium calling this football game, and this kid was so fast I was calling. He was not your fast. He wasn't Steve's speed, but this guy was fast, and I hadn't called one of his games yet. Well, Kenny Calvin, my partner, was like, "Man, that's Tybo. That's Tybo."
Yes.
What about that young man playing for the national championship for the Huskies?
I love it, man. I love it. You know, I've me and his dad go way back.
Right.
You know, we actually ran on the same relay team in elementary. That's how far back we go, you know, with the families. But speaking about Tybo, you know, I've watched him ever since he was a young kid. You know, he was always special. You know, he always knew he was the best on the field. So it was no difference, and I'm just glad to see him out there shining, you know, representing Bakersfield. And, you know, I was pretty shocked that he didn't get enough carries in the championship game, but I'm just glad he was able to play in the championship game. Not many people can say that.
No, you and I were going back and forth during the championship game, and you were keeping me correct in some of my play calling. I'm like, all I was saying was, put the ball in his hand. You're like, Vance, they're setting it up. They're setting it up for a pass. And sure enough, they scored a pass. So I started backing away when Steve Wofford tells me what I should be watching and doing. Okay, Bakersfield High School, big news. Ryan Guyvet's going to be there. He already is their new principal. And, you know, I saw the likes of you and Marshall Dillard and Kenny Calvin and Jeremy Stott, and so many drillers came in on the social platform to recognize Ryan and what he means as a driller and what he's going to mean to the school. Your thoughts on the new principal?
I love it. I love it. You know, as soon as I found out, I think I probably found out before, you know, social media did. Luckily, I have a uncle that's, you know, works at the office over there, so he told me, and I probably I don't think I ever jumped that high before.
Well, it's going to be great for the school.
It's going to be great. He's a great leader, and I'll take you back a few. I would say probably, you know, my freshman year at some point, my sophomore year, I was on varsity, and, you know, he was just a great leader, man. You know, he took me under his wings, you know, because I'm, you know, kid moving up to varsity, you know, coming up there to take one of the other running back spots. So, you know, he kind of took me under his wings, showed me everything after practice. We stayed after, showed me a couple of plays, and let me know that everything was going to be all right. I was one of the guys, and so I'm just happy that he's, you know, there to help steer our school in the right direction.
Speaking with Steve Wofford Jr., a driller icon and a community member now that's doing so much for our youth. And now what I've got to do very quickly is get you on the record for NFL picks. You're going on the record, Steve.
Going on the record.
And, you know, Steve, Greg Kerr and Hop, those guys. I put it last night. I'm on ESPN. I'm getting all Greg's pick. He picked chalk. All he did was pick the home team. That's all he picked. So, okay, Texas at Baltimore.
Texas at Baltimore. Baltimore.
So Steve's taking Baltimore.
Baltimore, they got Lamar. That's one word, Lamar.
Man, is that guy special or what?
He's special, man.
Goodness. Okay, Green Bay at San Francisco tomorrow night.
It hates me to say this.
Jordan Love, look out.
I like Jordan Love. You know, I love what he's doing over there. I just think it's not their time yet. I'm going to go with the 49ers.
Sunday morning, early Sunday, we have the second NFC game. And then let me get this last one, and we'll get this going. KC and Buffalo for that. And then you've got Detroit's going to be hosting Tampa Bay.
I'm going to go Detroit, and I'm going to go Kansas City.
So the one away team you're going to grab is Kansas City at Buffalo. Why? Just because of Pat?
Pat Mahomes and Andy Reid, great play caller.
Steve, I want to thank you for your time. I know coming all the way out here tonight on a crazy, chilly Friday night just to spend some time with us. I appreciate it. We appreciate it. The Kern High Network appreciates it. And I'm going to keep bothering you to call some football games with us.
I'll be ready to go.
Steve,
I'll be ready to go.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks,
I really appreciate that. Steve Wofford Jr., man, I feel like the luckiest cat in town tonight for getting Steve here. And enjoy the rest of your night, my man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Well, that was fun. That was special. Loved having him here. One of the all-time greats, Steve Wofford Jr. And Julian, I'll call football games at BHS, and he'll be down on the corner or talking, and it's like 20 people standing around him talking to him, and he's just there watching the game. He's just there catching the football game, and there's just people all over Steve wanting to talk to him, wanting to get a few minutes with him, and we had a chance to grab him tonight. Steve, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And we're underway here in the third quarter. I'm going to get Steve on the air with us, call some football games. He said, Vance, I used to do color commentating for the Blitz, the Bakersfield Blitz. Oh, what a bucket there. Jamison Powell with a big hoop. We covered a lot of ground, but I got Steve Wofford's picks. I'm going to put them tonight on the social and say, here's Steve's picks. He went chalk, 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 Kansas City. He went home with Baltimore. He went home with San Francisco. He went home with Detroit. And then on the road, he went Kansas City. 31-29.
I don't know about that lineup.
Well, I mean, Steve, every time he teaches me something every time I turn his social networking page on. Oh, what a great feed there. Down to the corner. Shot goes up. Beautiful arc. Oh, that almost went in. Top of the rim. It doesn't. So the ball goes off the top of the backboard. It's 31-29. It was 11-0 when this game started at Ridgeview. And then it ended up being 14-13 BHS at the quarter. And then at the end of the half, it's 31-29. And that's where we are now here in the third quarter. Shot goes up, kind of a crazy shot. Foul on the putback by Braylon Heron. Thanks for getting those photos, buddy. Steve Wofford, one of my all-time favorite local Kern County athletes ever. One of the fastest dudes to ever don the blue and white.
Yes.
I mean, lightning fast speed.
And that was a great interview. That was a really great interview.
Bro, he's still the all-time leading rusher in the history of the Drillers.
Wow.
Beat that. Push up the floor, a little contact on the way down. They're going to call that on Cameron. He just looks back and says, really? He goes, yep, just too much, just too much. Oh, what a nice looking bucket there by Cameron Owens. So Owens keeping the Drillers up. This would be a big, big win here for Isaiah Grayson. They come in 5-13, 0-3. The Wolfpack 11-9, 0-2. Baseline, beautiful pass. Oh, what a look out there to Powell. Can Powell convert? He cannot. Rebound Drillers. And here comes Miller, right up the middle of the floor. Damari Miller to the corner. It's a shot. It goes up. Does that go? It doesn't. Rebound. Wolfpack falls in the hands of Javari Hayden. JoJo takes it up. He wants to go to the bucket. He tucks it in, puts it up, can't get the spin. Nice rebound down underneath by Braylon Herron. That's a big bucket. Oh, a nice stop and pop there. Just doesn't draw iron. What a great play. A kick out, and this should be a nice shot for Alva. He comes to the elbow, stops, throws it back out. It's going to be a shot by Owens. Owens can't get it. Rebound, Powell. Here comes the Wolfpack. 34-31. Drillers up 3 with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Oh, what a nice-looking pass. And Braylon Herron looks over at his point guard Cameron and says, man, that's a good look. I should have been ready. That's a good look. So Joey Wheeler comes back in, as does Daryl Cartwright. Zone defense by the Wolfpack, so the Drillers just kind of working across the top. 15 on the shot clock. Really no penetrating kick. Oh, my goodness. Talk about downtown. That was NBA.
That's what I was going to say. That was an NBA.
Wow, that's a big, big shot right there. Goodness. And Mike Martin, his coaching staff over there, they said, oof, it's a big bucket. Just comes up short, not making enough of these open shots, but that right there is all Javari Hayden. He's just 100% effort right there. JoJo said, I got it. Dangerous pass. Miller to the free throw line, kicks it out in the corner. Wheeler comes in. Wheeler stopped. He's in trouble. Throws it back out. It's going to be to Miller. Miller can't get it to go. Rebound. High-flying Herron. The crossover not working against Damari Miller. Quick-footed defensive player. They get it in the corner. There's a good look. Oh, great pass down low to Herron. Herron goes up and puts it in over Wheeler. Miller starts it up high. And the Drillers get their second 5-second call in the last 2 quarters, just not initiating the offense. And now we're going to see Ramon Leon, a sophomore, another one of these sophomores that Mike Martin was talking about. He goes, yeah, we've got a senior-laden team, but we do have some special sophomores out there. That's nice. That is nice, and what a bucket by Cameron James Makabaug. Fans getting into it. They're loving it. I love that they love it. This is good. 3:03 left in the third. They're coming up, trying to put some pressure up high, and oh, what a bucket by Damari Miller. He lost control of it twice, and as he was almost falling out of bounds, he put it up off the glass, and it went in. Shot went up by Hayden, doesn't go, and that's going to be a battle for it down low, and it'll be a possession arrow that remains in the Wolfpack's hands. And back into the game is going to be Nestor Pardo. 6-foot senior, another senior for Coach Martin. Okay, that veteran leadership is going to help in February.
Yes, indeed.
Amari Amy pulls up off the glass and gets it. Uh-oh. And a big, hard foul on Nestor Pardo. That's a big foul. That'll send the Drillers to the line.
I think somebody in the audience for BHS wanted a flagrant.
It didn't really come down. Like, it wasn't a big, huge, like, hammer job, you know, where you're just trying to take a guy's wrists off. And we'll all agree those are some of the most questioned and critiqued calls, or no calls, as it will. The flagrant, non-flagrant calls are heavily scrutinized. That's going to be a walk on Amy. Amari Amy with a walk. So head coach Isaiah Grayson is putting the time in, putting him. Oh, what a really, really bad turnover there for the Drillers. Coach Grayson can't believe it. He's going to come back in with Cameron Owens. I just think right now with 2:11 left in the third, they're trailing by one, and you know, a mental mistake like that, he's just going to try to take Damari off and talk to him quickly. How about these neon green shoes, Julian?
Well, at least the whole team has them, so that's a plus.
I concur. Always on the line. That's a cardinal rule. You can't break that rule. You can't be standing with your heels on the sidelines. Oh! But he was, and they give the ball right back to the Drillers. Sketchy. That ball floated past the head of Amari Amy. He didn't even know it. I like this. Shot doesn't go, but Darryl Cartwright put himself in a nice position. Careful. Hayden comes down, throws it up, and will it be on the floor? Will it be on the shot? .144 remains here in the third quarter. You're watching the Kern 9 Network. I'm Vance Palm with Julian Wilson. Thank you to our halftime guest, none other than Steve Wofford Jr. Wow. Up off the glass, shot doesn't go. It should have. Nestor Pardo had a good look. That one he puts back, and it goes. Pardo with a big bucket, 42-39. Loses it, and here comes James Makabog. He comes up, and he makes the shot. It goes in. The Wolves pack up, 44-39. Here come the Drillers. They're not waiting. Nice pass, and that's a foul on Pardo. So that'll send the Drillers to the line. So what a roller coaster it's been with regards to scoring. Up, down, up, down. It's been a frenetic pace since the tip. And can the Drillers get two at the line here? They need them. No, the first one comes up short. Angel Alva is going to come in, and Coach Grayson's having to really work his bench to keep the pressure on. You want to play at this pace for 4 quarters. And the Drillers get to 40. Trapped in the corner, and a very quick call by Mark Martin. He saw his guard, Amari Amy, in that back corner. He knew he was going to be trapped in about 1 second, so he made the call and said, timeout. You young players out there, and I guess when I say young, I mean younger than a sophomore in high school. If you're a 7th or 8th grader watching, and you see what can happen. If you take a ball into the corner, or even at half court, if you take it up against the half court line and you're going to get trapped over there, you got to be really, really careful. You'll see as you progress up the ladder of basketball, you'll just see the more prescient, smart, heady players just keep themselves out of those corners where they can get trapped. Coach Martin saw it coming. A nice trap, by the way, by the Drillers. Really good trap. And Coach Martin said, nope, I'll call this one. Under a minute to go in the third quarter. Great basketball game, man. This is fun stuff here. The crossover, the great dish to Pardo. And how about this? The Wolfpack now up 6 with 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. This has been some up and down crazy basketball game. That's going to be a foul on Amari Amy. And that'll be the 5th team foul here in this quarter. And the Wolfpack and the Drillers have done a nice job of not getting in the bonus until now. And the Drillers still aren't in the bonus with 35.5 seconds. Oh, a nice free throw there by Angel Alva. The double A initials. Comes up short. Rebound, Jabari Bryant. Cameron James McAbow. Oh, great pump fake. Look out, though. Ball stolen. Great play. And just an errant pass. Cameron is going to take the shot. Comes up short. How about that? Over the back. Nestor Pardo has come in and put some big minutes up for Coach Martin. The 6-foot senior will go to the line. And why not? Why not pay off all the hard work? And now the Drillers are in the bonus. So if you're Nestor Pardo, you deserve to be at that line. You've been hitting big buckets. You've been grabbing rebounds. And this young man here has been a big part of this Wolfpack resurgent here in the third quarter. But I may have vexed him at the free throw line.
Yes, you just did. I didn't want to say anything.
Well, I didn't need you to confirm or affirm that, but thank you so much.
Okay, I'll take it back.
Oh, you're too much, man. Here we go. Good bucket there, 47-41. Malik White will come back in, put some defensive pressure on this full court press. The Drillers are going to have to get it in. They float it in. Ooh, dangerous. Look out. 15 seconds remain here in this third quarter, 47-41. We've seen this before where the Drillers get caught stalling out here. Nice pass out to the corner. One ball fake to float up off the rim. Oh, it doesn't hit the rim. Oh, how about this? The shot's got to go up. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and it does not. So it'll finish 47-41 to finish the third quarter. And we're only going to take a short break, catch our breath, and be back. Don't go anywhere on the Current 9 Network. Crazy fourth quarter coming up, guaranteed.
We all come from different backgrounds and practice different traditions, but we belong to one humanity. At Valley Strong Credit Union, we care deeply about the communities where we live and serve. That's why over the past 80 years, we've donated and invested millions of dollars into various partnerships, nonprofits, and businesses in Kern County. And as we continue to grow, we remain rooted here in our community. Valley Strong. Grow your possibilities.
All right.
We've got an exciting one here. 1 quarter left. Welcome back to the Current 9 Network. I'm Vance Palm. I've got Julian Wilson next to me. It was a special halftime guest we had. The incomparable one. The one and only. The legend. The icon. Steve Wofford Jr. Thank you for your halftime interview, Steve. Appreciate it. He's up on the other side watching this fantastic, exciting varsity boys basketball game. I don't know that it was. A travel. But they called Daryl Cartwright for it. And boy, I look at this lineup here for the Drillers. Sophomore, junior, sophomore. Isaiah's right. Yeah, Coach Grayson and I both want to know, was that really a travel? I don't know. Pardo comes up. He's going to be fouled. So the first foul of the fourth quarter happens 19 seconds into it.
I don't know. He was well into a good jump step, and he just didn't take the shot.
Yeah, but it could have been a jump stop also, but I think either way, the reason I'm even really talking about it more than 5 seconds is it looked like it was going to be a nice two-point bucket for the Drillers to kind of get rolling here, and they called the travel, but that is what it is. How about this young man right here, Nestor Pardo? Makes another free throw. Boy, he's been something else for this team tonight. Strong move, great pass. Teammate not ready for it. Miller tried to go baseline. Drillers have a lot of time. He's being shoved to the baseline, and Coach Grayson asking for a foul. He wants some kind of body foul as the Drillers try to go to that left side of the baseline, and they're getting roughed up a little bit. That's a nice jumper right there. Oh, it just doesn't go. Rebound, Drillers. Possession arrow will be the Wolfpack. And look at the work Amari Amy's putting in. That young man right there just grabbed a rebound out of a player 5 inches taller than him, and the sophomore Amari Amy saying, I got it. Ball coming in. Jabari Bryant takes a look, floats it. Oh, off the back of the board, and then it just came up hard. Bryant takes a look, back of the rim. That's a go. Here's a 2-footer. Does that go? And he gets fouled. So how about the hard work from the senior Jabari Bryant? Coach Martin, I mentioned this earlier in the second quarter. I think I'll touch on it again. I asked him, I said, Mike, how's it going? Give me kind of a brushstroke look at your squad. He goes, Vance, I think our team's overachieving right now. He goes, I really don't think we're playing that good of basketball. He goes, our record shows it, 11-9, 2 tough losses that we just didn't think we should have lost in league play. Missing a rebound there, and, Coach Martin was talking about the losses against, Bakersfield Christian and Frontier. And just, oh, what a nice pass. That's such a good look. But he feels like that the Wolfpack have just so much more to prove and so much more to do. And it's going to be a full timeout taken by Isaiah Grayson. So a 9-point lead for the Wolfpack. Again, if you're just getting with us, you're just catching us here on the Current 9 Network. I'm Vance Palm. I'm next to Julian Wilson, and we're at Ridgeview High School. We're in the fourth quarter, 6:37 remaining. This game started off with Ridgeview up 11-0. 11-0, and Julian and I were looking at each other going, ooh, this uh-oh. The Drillers scored 12 straight.
Yeah, that was an interesting first quarter. It was like that first quarter was first and second half. All Ridgeview in the beginning, at the end of that first half of the first quarter, all BHS.
And so then at the end of the first quarter ends up 14-13 BHS after being down 11-0. At the end of the half, it's 31-29 BHS, so they're hanging on to a 2-point lead. At the end of this third quarter, a few minutes ago, it's Ridgeview 47-41, and now it's 50-41. So it has been a scoreless fourth quarter so far for the Drillers. And the Wolfpack starting to put it together. Nestor Pardo is a big reason for that. But also the extra effort and hard work by Amari Amy. He's doing some great stuff out there as well. 6:37 remaining in the fourth. The Drillers putting on some pressure here. There is Amy down the near side. Amy comes in, and it's a pass to Pardo, and Coach Martin's telling his guard, Amari, go to the rack, go to the hoop. He did all that work. The Drillers haven't scored yet in the fourth quarter. Sterling, great pass down low, kicks out to the corner. It's going to be Owens. Owens can't get it to go as well, and that's going to be a defensive rebounding foul. And, okay, that's going to be on Ramon Leon. Leon with the foul. Just a hair over 6 minutes. Oh, some big contact. Risky play just to get the ball in. Three-quarter court pass. There's a look right there. Does that go? Oh, almost. Right side of the plank of the rim. Drillers still scoreless here in the fourth. Trouble. They're going to call a reaching foul on the Drillers. And I think that's going to be the third foul on the Drillers. And they do not, or is that the second? They do not want to send the Wolfpack to the line in the bonus. It is the third foul, so two more Driller fouls, and Ridgeview is going to go to the line the rest of the game. Cameron James Makabaug in the corner. Malik White, oh, what a nice move. They can't convert, though, and that's going to end up in the hands of Miller, Damari Miller. Foul, pretty much inadvertent, didn't mean to, but Javari Hayden got him. .5:22 remains here in this fourth quarter. Had a great game Wednesday night at Liberty. The Centennial Golden Hawk varsity girls team pulled off a buzzer beater over Liberty. That was exciting. And here we are tonight. Oh, great footwork right there. How about that by Kelvin Sterling, the 6-foot senior. Came to a jump stop, and the Drillers have their first 2 points of the fourth quarter. And it comes, there is a steal. What do we got going here? And there's a nice bucket by Cameron Owens. And a turnover, Wolfpack. And overruled. The official that was right here saw it, said it was deflected, said it was tipped. That's nice. It's good communication right there between the two officials. So a trapping full court press, and that's a foul for sure. And this young man for the Drillers, and I just don't have, I'm sorry everybody, I don't have his name and number on our roster. So can't tell you who it is, but he's committed some unnecessary fouls way back in the backcourt. And that young man's night is over. Fifth foul. 2 in the first half, 3 in the second half. And more importantly, with 4:44 to go, if the Wolfpack can get the Drillers to commit one more foul, it's a really bad pass. And now Damari Miller might have some help, throws it out. So the Drillers looking to come back in this thing. They're only down 5. There's a nice jump stop. That's a travel, though. That was a travel, and head coach Isaiah Grayson's giving them the perfect advice. Man, you get that deep in there, put it up. Shoot that thing. You do all that work. Shoot that ball. Look at this. The Drillers, amazing. And how about that? It doesn't go down, but the work and the effort. And it's going to be a foul on the Wolfpack. B.J. Veazey in there working hard. But the foul is going to be on Jamison Powell. And Jamison's a big guy. A big guy. He's 6'1", stocky guy.
And he literally put his forearm in the other guy's chest.
He bumped Veazey, and Veazey went for a ride.
Yes, he did.
Made it easy for the officials. Veazey easy. Oh, come on. I can't do that, can I? That's too easy. See what I did?
You did it.
Twice. Right back into the hands of Damari Miller. Owens pulls it back. A nice defense. The ball goes in the corner to Veazey. This time he walks before he puts the ball on the floor. That's a nice move there by Isaiah Grayson, the head coach. He didn't get on his player. He just said, hey, you traveled. It is what it is. 4 minutes left here, just over 4 minutes left. Shot goes up and it's blocked, but it ends up in the hands of the high flyer, Braylon Herron, and that's Herron's biggest bucket of the evening, and a timeout was called by Mike Martin before the ball came in. So a 7-point lead for the Ridgeview Wolfpack, 52-45. Julian Wilson, your thoughts so far here late into the fourth quarter?
Well, I tell you what, this is going exactly like we had initially thought it would in the beginning. Like I said, we got thrown off with that first quarter, but they balanced it out. Like I said, we had a pretty much even first quarter, and here we are at the end, 52-45. We got a barn burner.
You know, I never have permission to mention people's names that are here in the crowd, and I just don't do it. Boy, there's some heavy hitters here in the annals of Kern County hoopsters over the years. Just a nice crowd, and some I would call them VIPs of the local hoop audience. Some guys that lit it up in college. And
well, you know, you bring it up often, and it's one of the things that I like about Kern County basketball. People who played here, they seem to support all of the schools, including the university and the junior college. So good basketball here in Kern County.
The other night I called that Centennial game I was telling you about. There were three Shaws. 3 Shaws were on that team, 2 freshman sisters and a cousin, sophomore. All grandchildren of the great Ryan Shaw from Cal State Bakersfield lore. He was my travel roommate on the road, and talk about bloodline basketball. Here we go, 3:44 remaining in regulation. Miller almost has it stolen. He's in trouble. Gets it back out to Sterling. Sterling takes the shot. Deep, doesn't go. Battle for it. Sterling might throw this down. No, up off the glass. How about this? Almost another steal. Boy, this driller defense right now, this pressure's a lot to deal with. That shot goes up, doesn't go. Foul's going to be on the shot, and that means that Javari Hayden will go to the line. So, the tempo and the pace, the freneticism of this fourth quarter. And you're looking at this driller pressure D full court, but the Wolfpack breaks it. And now Hayden, JoJo on the line. Big free throws. 7-point lead for the Wolf. Oh, he falls down, unfortunately. Oh, very fortunate break. Very fortunate break. Well, Coach Grayson didn't want to burn a timeout, so he didn't call it, nor did his players call it, because there's still 3 minutes and 10 seconds left. There's a lot of time, and you don't want to burn a timeout. And so the drillers got lucky that it ended up being a jump ball. Sterling will take the ball out. How about that defensive lockdown? Timeout going to be taken by Grayson. Sterling, I mean, the defense of Javari Hayden, he was gloving, absolutely gloving Cameron Owens. Cameron Owens was doing everything he could to get open on the inbounds play, and he couldn't do it.
Well, BHS has exhibited a very stifling defense. They're picking up full court, and they're getting the turnovers.
You're so right. I mean, they're still down 7, but they scored a quick 6 on just creating turnovers off the pressure. But when Ridgeview needed it, Julian, when they needed it, they broke the press. And Javari Hayden, I mean, this is a special senior right here. Mm-hmm. You know, you look at JoJo Hayden, that's one of the seniors making some noise. Cameron James McCobb, Jabari Bryant, Malik White. Amari Amy's only a sophomore. Wow. Ball's got to come in. They throw it, and they get it in. That's how you do it. If you got to go for a deep touchdown pass, go for it. Look at the speed between these two players right here. That is a fast exchange right there. And there's a nice bucket and a block on the floor. That's a strong move by the Drillers. Ridgeview wants the charge, but I'm not convinced that the Ridgeview player had position there. He was kind of sliding with them. There's some big bodies down there.
Right.
Powell, Pardo. And it looks like Braylon Herron's going to come back in here, and here he does. Here he comes. Mike Martin said, Vance, if Herron gets loose on a fast break, he's going to bring the house down. Careful, 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 careful. Oh! A big turnover, and Xavier Rodriguez makes the bucket. So a bad pass, Rodriguez picks it up and puts it in, but then a call after the, oh no, they're gonna, oh sorry.
No, he didn't make the bucket. The two shot.
I stand corrected.
Wow. I think it was too easy.
Here's a junior, Xavier Rodriguez, the X Factor, at the line. Oh, man. But those shots went up to the roof. Shot, that looks good. Oh, rattles in and out. Nice offensive rebound. Shot goes back, doesn't go in. Battle for it down low, and it's grabbed, and it's put back up. No. Possession arrow, and that'll be Ridgeview. 2:40 left in the fourth. Boy, a raucous crowd here tonight. Fun game. Again, the stifling pressure from the Drillers. And Ridgeview gets it across comfortably. The X Factor, nice pass down low to Herron. Herron's fouled on the way up. He'll go to the line. So the Drillers trying to stop this press break. And that'll be another Driller with his fifth foul, and he'll have to leave. At the line, Braylon Herron. Does it go? Oh, it almost goes. How about the hustle and the work from JoJo Hayden? Oh, that work to get across the key, and it doesn't go, and it's going to remain Wolfpack basketball. Oof.
Wow.
And looks like Joey Wheeler will come back in for the Drillers. Hayden ran out of options and just threw it back. Malik White, nice crossover, stops, pulls the trigger, doesn't go. Rebound Drillers, we think it's a battle for it. Hey, what a nice outlet pass. He's got help if he needs it. Nice pass, good pass. Oh, but Braylon Herron stops it off the glass. Here comes Pardo. Pardo has the ball stripped, but they're going to call a foul. Ooh. This crowd is up and going crazy because Braylon Herron wiped the glass.
Now that was what you call Friday Night Smackdown.
I think Grandpa and Dad pretty fired up. That was a big one there.
Friday
the family
night.
Up and letting everybody know that's our guy right there. Now, Pardo not able to convert. It's a 9-point game, 1:49 to go. This thing's far from over, far from over. Okay, he can run the baseline. They made the free throw. He can run the baseline. Okay. Cameron Owens, shot goes up. Back of the rim, doesn't happen. Big rebound by Herron. Herron. Oh, and it looked like he stepped on Joey Wheeler. Wow. Wow. So, got some family members and parents kind of maybe a little over the top, getting in with the refs, getting into it with some of the coaching staff. That's unnecessary. Got some Ridgeview parents kind of getting after it with the coaching staff. That's unnecessary, in my opinion.
Yeah.
If you're a family member, come here, enjoy the game, relax, enjoy yourself. Don't make it about you. Let these student athletes have their time. Let them have their moment. Seems like we have a couple of parents down there getting a little too vociferous, barking at the BHS coaches. Unnecessary. Simply unnecessary. Missed free throw there. 11-point lead.
And are we in bonus on both sides, looks like?
You are. We are.
All right, man.
Angel Alva makes it a 10-point game, brings it back from 11. 1:40 remaining. Some great hustle by Joey Wheeler, but it timeout.
Now, Vance, what does BHS have to do to reduce this 10-point deficit?
It's going to be tough because of the foul situation. They're going to have to try to stop this offensive juggernaut of Hayden, Powell, Herron, Malik White. The second you foul them to stop the clock, they're going to the line. So it's going to be difficult. But one thing they can try to do is just really overplay the passing lanes here on the press defense. Try to do what they did earlier in the fourth quarter. They started getting after it, and that pressure was something else. But
well, I've seen a minute 38 last a minute 38, and I've seen a minute 38 last 10 minutes. So,
well, in this situation, in the bonus, they hurl it down to Herron. Herron takes a look at it and throws it. That's interesting. They would take the shot, but they do. Jamison Powell. So we just talked about it. Joey Wheeler is a tough, strong driller, and he's getting harassed by the Wolfpack fans for being pretty physical. A timeout taken by Mike Martin. He wants to kind of take a look at it. So, to your point,
yeah.
now we're at 124. 4 seconds went off the clock.
Oh man, unbelievable! But like I said, a great game tonight. I tell you what, it is a pleasure to be here.
How about that? I was texting Kenny Calvin, our buddy, earlier tonight. I said, "Hey, give me some quick hitters. Give me some of your thoughts and stuff on Steve Wolford, the stats and this and that." I don't hear from him for 30 minutes. He said, "Sorry, VP, I'm at the Laker game." And this guy's too much, man. Too much. Sorry, VP, at the Laker game. All right, here we go again. 124. 12-point lead. Ball gets floated in, and it looks like now it could be Hayden. Hayden comes up, lays it up and in. So now all of a sudden a 14-point lead. And that will be a foul. Hey, and Julie, now we're at 113. It's a 14-point lead. It's going to be extremely, extremely unlikely that any kind of magical thing.
Okay, it looks like we're going to be at the other end shooting free throws.
Well, I mean, it's getting kind of unnecessarily physical here. I mean, we have like 4 seconds going off the clock, 2 seconds going off the clock, 8 seconds going off the clock, and now it looks like Jakyle Preston, the big senior, is going to be coming in, and Jeremiah Davis coming in. So it looks like Isaiah Grace is trying to maybe pull some of these players off the floor that have been on there a long time. And
well, Vance, you have to forgive me. I think this time I jinxed it.
Julian Wilson with the, hey, I've seen a minute 58 last all night long. Thanks, buddy. You did it.
I did it. That's right.
You did it. You did it. I remember walking up to the Bakersfield Blaze press box one time, and Tim Wheeler and Mike Kushine were there. I was up there to do a special show, do a one-night show, and I walked in and said, man, this game's going fast. They looked over at me like they were going to throw me off of the back of the stands.
They shot you some dagger eyes.
And guess what happened? It went extra innings, like 16 innings, and I saw Wheeler later that week, and he said, dude. So now Xavier Chaplin's coming in. Alex Aboud's coming in. Some juniors getting a lot of love from this Wolfpack crowd. So some big guys, man, 6'2" and 6'6". Hopefully keep some control over these fouls here. It's 64-50, and oh goodness, and another foul by Angel Alva. And I think if Coach Grayson was to let him just bring the ball up, they would let the time run out.
We're still in a minute.
Yeah, and now we're going to see a couple more Wolfpack players here that haven't had a lot of time, and great to see it. Great to see it. Coach Martin making sure that all his guys get some time here. Julian, in the event that this game finishes this evening, I am going to go down and try to get a couple of minutes with Coach Martin and talk to him a couple of seconds about the game and kind of get his thought process. But we've got a couple of more players that are coming in and coming out. And nice round of applause there for JoJo Hayden. Boy, Coach Martin wasn't joking. That team runs through that young man right there. So here we go again. We'll give it a shot again. Under a minute to go here. Shot goes up. Battle for it down low. Hopefully there's a block, a big block. And the Drillers steal it back, and that's a nice bucket right there by B.J. Veazey. And I think we'll see the Drillers maybe pull back and not foul, but you never know. The ball got slapped out of his hand, so it wasn't traveling. Oh, goodness, another foul. And they'll go to the line. You can't blame these young men for trying, though. They get in, they don't get a lot of PT, and now they get in, and they're playing aggressively, and they want to make it happen. So here's a free throw here from a Wolfpack player that I don't have the information on. Jersey number 32, though. Jersey number 32. Again, I will try to get down to the court as fast as I can to get an interview with head coach Mike Martin, and there's a rebound. And a call by Alex Aboud with the foul. So a long, drawn-out free throw contest late in the fourth quarter. All compliments of our director, Julian Wilson.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. Kelvin Sterling at the line. And he gets it to go. So on behalf of everybody at the Kern High Network, thanks for being with us. On behalf of my director, Julian Wilson, and our boss at the Kern High School District, Stan Green. Stan, thanks for allowing this to go on tonight. A fun Friday night at Ridgeview High School where they're making it a game. It was pretty interesting there for a while, but now you've got the shot goes up. It doesn't go. Oh, goodness.
I'm afraid that minute 30 or whatever was left is going to actually last exactly 10 minutes. And I am so sorry to you and our audience.
You know what, buddy? These young men down here are having a great time. These student athletes, they put the work in, they put the energy in. How about that? A nice free throw, and the crowd loves it. And hats off to the Ridgeview cheering section. They have really, really, really done a nice job of making sure that everybody hears them and enjoys it. I like that. Another free throw, and it goes. So that's pretty nice. It's going to be a 14-point lead here, and hopefully, I'm hoping the Wolfpack don't foul, but you never know. There's a shot. Nope. There's a shot right there. Nope. There's a shot. Nope. Ball goes back out. Shot's got to go up. There it goes. Is it in? Oh, almost 68-54. The win. I'm going to go down and talk to Mike Martin. Have a great weekend, everybody. Big NFL weekend. Thank you to Steve Wofford Jr., Julian, our director, I'm Vance Baum. Ridgeview wins. Have a great weekend. Good night. God bless.
Have a great weekend.